What's up, guys? It is week 15 of the NFL season, and we are in the fantasy playoffs. I'm here, not in my kitchen again, back in my office, not making a drink because I need to focus on all of your starts and sit questions of the week. That way, we can make sure you get to the next round of the playoffs. We have a jam-packed, fun, fun-filled lineup of helpers this week. So advice givers, however you want to say it. I'm watching Mac Hollins walk into the stadium with only jeans on. I'm going to have to ask one of our guests about that and how crazy his players are. Well, let's go ahead and get right to the other side.
You're watching Bites and Insights only on Fantasy Now Plus.
Brian, what is up with Mac Hollins walking in with no shirt or shoes on to the stadium today?
He's just the vibes king, truly. This is just what Mac Hollins does. And funny enough, the Bills fans I did talk to, they were saying, wow, great signing, because he is a locker room gem. And I don't understand him, but man, he's randomly good for the Patriots. So appreciate that. Keep it up. Surprised he didn't come in with just shorts on.
I mean, I guess if you're going to play with like no sleeves on and all that stuff, you might as well just go ahead and get your body adjusted to the game this early, especially when you're playing the Bills. John, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me again. Yeah, when you said that about Mac, I do remember even when he was in Buffalo, he would come in barefoot, being centered with the earth, getting that whole grounding thing, which I hear is pretty good, but too cold for my blood.
And then new to the show, Curtis, how are you doing this week?
Hey, I'm just excited to be here. I made the playoffs in all my leagues. Let's just see how this week does for me.
That's perfect, actually. And I got to figure out how to turn off some notifications here. I guess just closing Discord helps. So, guys, it is week 15. As I said, we are in the fantasy playoffs, and I have a stat for all of you. The Seattle Seahawks franchise is only 7 years older than Philip Rivers.
What?
You talk about Philip Rivers. I mean, come on. I'm just glad to say that I don't need to start him today in any of my leagues. That's more than my lovely Colts can say.
Brian and I were under strict orders not to promote Philip Rivers starting in any leagues today. I at least that's how I got that, Brian. I don't know if that's how you.
I won't be stopped. I won't be. This hype train has no brakes. But of course, probably don't play him in your important leagues. So
yeah, no. If you're up 70 in the consolation bracket, start.
Please do.
Go off, because that's what I'm doing, because why not? It's for fun. But if you're in a actual playoff matchup, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Probably shouldn't start Philip Rivers today. I'm going to be brave about that statement.
Does he make?
We do have that offer. Sorry, Kurt, go ahead.
Does he make it through the first quarter? That might be the question of the real day.
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, he's playing all four, whether he's broken leg or nothing. He's going to finish that game. I think he'll
be fine.
Is determined.
I hope so.
He'll be fine. I'm just waiting for tomorrow's show when Josh comes on here about his fantasy reactions for the week and realizes that Philip Rivers finishes as a top 10 quarterback this week.
Gross.
Good morning, Ryan. How are you? Christian Watson or Trevion Henderson in the flex in a standard, not PPR league this week? Let's start with Brian, because we got Trevion Henderson in this question.
Making a standard league, unfortunately, is probably Christian Watson. Henderson is splitting time still with Stevenson. You are still hoping for a big play, but one of his strongest bits is the fact that they love him in the pass game and his explosiveness in that area. But, a couple passes don't always, like, if you get 3 targets, not all of them are going for 60 yards, right? So, in a PPR league, that's still playable, but in standard, not so much. Christian Watson is probably going against Surtain, which kind of stinks, but I think just Jordan Love loves him enough where you will still see plenty of targets, and he's always a big play threat as well. And I think just as receiver, he probably has more chance to score on a big play. So I would lean towards Watson on this one.
Does anybody disagree about Christian Watson? Because I don't. I think it's I think I agree with you. Since Ramondre has been back, Travion has not found the end zone. Yeah, he might be getting 3 receptions, but that doesn't do anything in a standard league. A total of 34 receiving yards over the last 2 weeks, and again, has not found the end zone since Ramondre has been back.
It's not even close for me. It's Christian Watson, and it's not even close.
Yeah, that's snap share.
Yeah, the snap share doesn't help either. I don't know why the Patriots are deciding that Mr. Fumbles deserves to keep playing. So
Make the Rook earn it. In week 15.
Did he not earn it in like week 8? Like 75 yards, 55 yards, 147, 62, 66, 67. He's been in the end zone 4 times since Ramondre went out. I'm sorry, 5 times since Ramondre's been out. Did he not earn the okay? Full PPR, Henderson, Neal, Rico, and Brees. I can already tell this is going to be a Henderson kind of day today. So let's start. John, who do you got? Which running back? Pick 2.
2, it says. I usually start by who can I take out of that mix, and I'm going to first take out Brees. We did say, Henderson is going to be sharing the ball, but I think he's still hopefully going to be active enough against Buffalo that he'll warrant the start. And between Neal and Rico, that's a tough one too, because now you got Rico fighting for shares with
Chuba.
Me. Yeah, Chuba. Thank you. I had Charbonnet in my head and I couldn't get Chuba. I had the CH part. So yeah, you got those two, Rico and Chuba, making his name known here the last couple weeks. So I think I'm going to go Henderson and Neal.
Yeah. Curtis?
I think I'm going Henderson and Brees. I know it's the Jets. I know, it hasn't always been pretty. Actually, it's not been pretty ever. But I don't know. I kind of feel like Brees might do something today.
Brees has seen 70+% of snap count since week 10, since their bye week. Last week was his unfortunate 4.3 game that hopefully did not affect a lot of people getting into the playoffs. If you're in the playoffs and you have Brees, you hopefully didn't start him last week. But Jacksonville is a tough defense. They do stop the run. Jonathan Taylor did find the end zone for against Jacksonville last week, but I think Taylor and Brees Hall are 2 completely different players. I would lean towards Henderson and Neal as well. That's to me. I'm worried about the entire Jets offense at this point. There's no reason for them to be good, sadly. I do hope this be my week. I started with Thursday game, and I'm like almost 9 points lead with Bucky. Good. I have a player in Phil for T. Higgins. But yeah, Michael Wilson has been a really good player, especially if you can get him playing for T. Higgins. Mayor Dart. This has been a question I know you have been asking all week, and I feel like this is the time to get the straight answer. So let's see. Curtis, Mayor Dart this week, considering the weather for both is bad.
I think I go Drake May. I don't have Drake May in any single league I'm in. I'm playing against him in a couple. That makes me nervous. But I think he's been solid all year. I think I go Drake May here. I
worry only a little bit because Drake May right now has the opportunity to really solidify his MVP candidacy. Like if he goes out and does what he does against the Bills today, personally, I think it's just Drake May for MVP. I know Stafford has had an amazing year as well, but the cast around May is not the same as Stafford. So in that regard, I would love to be a part of that. I also wouldn't be surprised if this is just a game where the Patriots decide we're going to run the rock. It is just going to be Stevenson, Henderson, Henderson, just like drive after drive where May is doing a little bit, like obviously trying to get first downs, but maybe not as good for fantasy, even though he'd be good for football. Because we saw it last time when they played the Bills too. Despite Diggs having like 100 yards and like 10 catches, May was like QB 2-ish or something. He was like somewhere in the teens, which is why I kind of think Dart is I lean towards Dart in this one because the Commanders defense is horrifically bad, and everybody on that Giants team is kind of playing for their job. So, every game matters for them. I don't think he'll run as much, but I do think he will get it done, through the air. But that's where I lean between the two. I would lean Dart over May by like a hair. They are both very close. I don't think you can go wrong with either.
Buffalo Bills have allowed the 5th least amount of points to the quarterback position, the 18th most to the wide receiver position, and the least amount to the tight end position, but have allowed the 7th most points to the running back position, which does lead, a cold, snowy game to being a Henderson and Ramondre game. I find that a little concerning. The only glimpse of hope that I have for, Drake May having a huge quarterback passing day is that it is a Stephon Diggs revenge game day. And usually when Stephon Diggs plays the Buffalo Bills or any team that he previously played for, he does very well. And he did very well against New England earlier this week, against Buffalo earlier this year too.
Diggs got incentives that I know they're going to try and get for him too. So
yeah,
that will play a role in.
So it's how do you look at it? Do you look at what the defense allows to each position, or do you look at Stephon Diggs having a big game for Drake May? Because if Stephon Diggs has a good day today, that means Drake May likely had a good day today. Commanders on the flip side in points per game, 6th most against the quarterback position, 6th most against the running back, 9th most against the wide receiver, 3rd most against the tight end. It's their defense is bad. So if I'm looking at straight, stats are stats, not opinions, the Commanders defense is a lot worse than the Buffalo defense, and I'd be going Dart with the rushing upside of, stumbling into the end zone. That's me. John?
Yeah, based on stats and based on recent history, like you said, the Commanders 10th worst on yards per game, whereas Buffalo was given up the 25th, so it's over 60 something yards more in the air. So that leans Dart on the totals. He's still gonna I don't think you're gonna contain him. He's still gonna try and rush some, regardless of Russell Wilson getting in his face. But so I need May this week in one of my leagues, but I believe Dart is projected to potentially have the better game today.
Yeah. Jamie, nothing is cooking this morning. I figured I need to focus on your playoff matchups and be ready to go for you. I had to bring all of my attention, not to my kitchen. Also, I have been hosting my in-laws all weekend, and I don't want to be in the kitchen anymore. So, Charlene, I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. This is like what fantasy football is all about. You trot out the old man Rivers. He puts up 15 points and you win, and you go, that's why we play the waiver wire game. That's why.
If I'm not mistaken, Charlene had to start Jake Browning earlier this year when Joe Burrow was not injured yet. So
this is better than Jake Browning. Maybe
he's playing.
Maybe. Start 2, Swift, Dowdle, Monangai, Krosky Merritt. So we'll start with the start 2 part with the running backs. Let's go with Brian first.
I mean, I love the Bears running attack. I would probably play both. I would play Swift and Monangai. The Browns have been really weak to the run the past few weeks. Tony Pollard put up 150 yards against them last week. And you saw both Bears running backs put up 100 yards against the Eagles. So against the Browns, I feel like this is a weird but good time to play both Bears running backs. John was talking earlier about Dowdle and Chuba. I don't feel like flipping a coin in the playoffs for them. They are way less of a a tandem than they are just a pure ride the hot hand. And Bill, I don't think he has juice. He is playing the Giants. We are still waiting for the Chris Rodriguez news, but between him, Bill, and then Jeremy McNichols, it's kind of a mess there. So I'd play both Bears.
If you have to wait for Chris Rodriguez news to decide whether or not to play Krosky Marion, that's probably not a great idea.
That's
John,
just week 15, baby.
what 2 running backs do you got on this list?
I was thinking with what Brian was just saying. I'm leaning Swift and Dowdle. I understand the Swift Monangai duo and their scoring, but then I go with the defenses. And I know Cleveland, gave up all them yards last week with Pollard, but I don't think that's a normal, as we've seen all season long. Their defense has been stellar. So I would go with against the Saints defense for Dowdle, even though, like I said earlier, there will be that share. Swift is the first in that over Monangai. Go ahead.
Curtis, who do you got?
I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't touch Krosky Merritt if my life depended on it right now. Rodriguez or not even a debate. I kind of like Swift and Dowdle. I will tell you the Monangai Dowdle conversation is really close for me. Swift is the clear starter of the 4. I don't think you can do all. I think the Dowdle Monangai is so close. I think you can almost flip a coin there. Either way.
And I am going to go Swift Monangai because I agree. I think this is like last year when Ben Johnson had Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I think he now has David Montgomery and David Montgomery because Swift is not Jahmyr Gibbs. But I feel like we're more on the David Montgomery band of last year, not this year's David Montgomery. Let's be clear about that. Last year's David Montgomery. He knows how to play 2 running backs, and I would not be afraid to go ahead and put out both of them. He didn't score against Green Bay last week, but he did put up 4 touchdowns in the previous 4 weeks, and has continued to just get more and more snap count, even with DeAndre Swift being healthy. In fact, he's actually gotten better when DeAndre Swift got healthy again. So it's kind of crazy. Rico's, I don't want to say, the Rams and the 49ers are the reason why he's fallen, but ever since week 11 against Atlanta, his snap count has been going down. His shares have been going down, and it's been trending the other way up with the running back they actually just paid a bunch of money to. Going up against New Orleans is a pretty good matchup, though. But to me, I would lean on the safer bet. That to me is Swift and Monangai, even against the Cleveland Browns. It's going to be a cold game too because it's in Chicago, and they just got a ton of snow as well. So
I think it's -10 there as well, or something like that.
Yep, it's -1 here, or 4 here. Sorry, it's 4 degrees here. Juwan Jennings, Britton Strange. Oh no. Sorry, tight ends. Isaiah Likely, Juwan Johnson, Darren Waller.
Isaiah Likely, slam button. The Bengals are horrific against the tight end position. He went for 5 for 95 last time. Should have had a touchdown.
Does anybody not agree with Isaiah Likely? Okay. Next up, Juwan Jennings. What?
It's likely.
Yeah. Juwan Jennings, Burton Strange, Dowdle, or Devin Neal in the flex. Need upside up against Pitts and Bijan. Oh, God. So you need literally the highest of upsides. Well, maybe this is where you swing for Rico Dowdle and hope that he just has a really big game. I know I just said literally the exact opposite.
Who's San Fran playing again?
Tennessee.
This might be Juwan Jennings' angle.
10th most points against the.
I'm going to throw it out there just on a complete, why not kind of thing, but I think Pearsall might actually wake up finally 15 weeks in. But
right when you don't need him anymore. Let's see. The Jaguars are playing the Jets in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I don't know. Curtis, do you have any thoughts? Because I have a bunch of thoughts, but I'll go last.
I'm just feeling pretty bad for our Pitts and Bijan opponent. I was the lucky one to have Pitts and Bijan in a league, so I'm already saying on to round 2. But
Same.
This is kind of a strange 4 there. I probably go Dowdle, but I don't like to be in that situation at all.
Yeah, my quick thoughts here, because I know a bunch of questions still lined up here. It's between Juwan Jennings or Devin Neal. If I'm trying to go for like really high upside, I'm not touching Dowdle. I'm not touching Strange. They both to me have ceilings that are good, not great. Whereas Devin Neal is going to get a ton of the work, both passing and rushing. Like he does it all, and we've seen him be pretty solid throughout. If both the Tyler Shuck rushing touchdowns go to Devin Neal, we'll have a much more exciting conversation today about him probably being the play. But he is not Kamara, but they're trying to treat him like that, and we love that for fantasy, right? The other half is Juwan Jennings is the wide receiver 1 for sure. We're trying to figure out if he can outpace Kittle and CMC in the rushing, or rather in the receiving end there. He did get in the end zone last week. He should be really good against Tennessee. So if you think they're going to need to throw the ball a lot, which I'm not sure if they'll need to because Tennessee is very bad, but San Fran is still trying to play for the division. And if they win and the other opponents somehow fall, then they are first in the division. Outside of that, they're like 6th or 7th seed in the wild card. So I think I just talked myself into probably playing Devin Neal for the most likelihood of getting 20 points.
I think you talked me into the same thing. I think he's probably the best play at this point.
Next question is from our good friend Sean, and I don't want to even put this up here, but Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Frank Gore, half-point PPR.
I think I'm playing Randy Moss instead.
Pick one, must start.
Points for carried than Frank Gore. I don't know, what are we doing here? Simple.
Can we go Britton Rice or Frank Gore Jr. on the off chance that one of them might actually get to be on the field today?
That'd be funny. It's Frank Gore Jr.
yeah, I'd go Frank Gore Jr. at this point. Judkins or Stephon Diggs and flex full PPR. John.
Well, I was looking up Judkins earlier to see, because I figured we'd hear a handful of questions on him. And I think with the cold weather that he's going to get the handful of, they're going to just give him the ball. Shador, who knows what he's going to look like in his first experience of the cold. I mean, I know he played in Colorado, but and as I said the other night on the last show, I'm a running back guy when it comes to flex, so I'm gonna lean Judkins.
Is the game in Buffalo this week?
No, it's in New England.
It's in New England. And New England is currently getting pounded with snow right now. Okay.
Correct.
I still lean Stephon Diggs here.
We might be split house because I like
Stephon Diggs.
I just made a big trade for Judkins in a dynasty league yesterday.
All right.
So I think I'm going Judkins here. I hope.
Mac, it looks like consensus is that start Quinshon Judkins, but don't be surprised if Stephon Diggs has like a 25-point game today. One running back and two flex. We got Blake Corum. We'll start with the running back at least. Blake Corum, Kyron Williams, Dowdle, or Henderson. Let's start with Curtis.
I'm probably going Kyron here.
Yeah. Anybody disagree on Kyron? RB1.
Nope.
Okay, now the two flex, we can start one of those. Start the running backs, or we got Yoshi Voss, Ferguson, or Jawan Johnson.
Is this tight end premium or is this just standard scoring?
I'm gonna assume standard scoring at the standard PPR scoring at the moment.
Yoshi Voss has that everyone's looking at a possibility because of T being out, but I think you got enough options to where we can put him to the side. Ferguson's on that injury report that we're still waiting. They said, or I'm sorry, no, I did hear last night or early this morning that he is going to play. I don't know if he'll be limited. It was a calf issue, I believe. But with your backs, once again, not to sound like a broken record, but in the flex, I'm pro running back over Jawan Johnson, anyways, kind of thing. We've been talking a lot about Dowdle, but I'm gonna hope that Vrabel gets Henderson involved and sees the light and keeps him involved. So I'm gonna say Kyron and Henderson.
I'm going Henderson too.
Oh, I did just see two flex, so we could actually take another one.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, there's a second one there. I'm sorry, I'm looking up injuries right now.
I'm gonna say Dowdle. We've talked about him in a handful this morning. I think the involvement will be there. So even with hurting on the name.
I like that.
Yeah.
I will just note one little thing, just because Yoshi Voss is interesting to me based on him scoring last time they played the Ravens. He could do it again. No T. Higgins. And that's it. I was going to say I like Corum, but I like him less now against the Lions. End of thought there. Yeah, I just want to add one more point to Yoshi Voss, but yeah, I'm happy with Kyron, Dowdle, and Henderson.
Yeah. So before we get too much further, people that were already ruled out for this week, mind you, Marvin Harrison Jr., Travis Homer, T. Higgins, Dylan Sampson, David Njoku, Pat Bryant, Hollywood Brown, Geno Smith, Terrell Jennings, Alvin Kamara, Tyrod Taylor, Mason Taylor, Jaden Daniels, and of course, we got to also note that Justin Fields is also out. Players that we are looking for in the next couple of minutes, Bam Knight. No, just kidding. Amari DiMarcado, not the same person. Rashad Bateman, Josh Palmer, Roma Dunze, Cedric Tillman, Nick Chubb, Parker Washington, Quentin Johnson. Still waiting on Chris Rodriguez and Debo Samuel, who has this illness apparently. So we should find out that information here any moment now.
One of us is Chris Rodriguez with bated breath, it sounds like, Brian.
Come on. Tell me if that groin's okay.
Need one tight end.
Sorry. I was just going to say real quick, what you went over with that, I forgot about that too, was with Dylan Sampson. I think that might help our Judkins points earlier too, that he'll be there for the bulk.
Agreed. Need one tight end and two flex, half point tight end premium, Gainwell, Strange, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, and Isaiah Likely. I still think Isaiah Likely is a start this week. I don't like it, but it's fine. I would start Isaiah Likely over Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews they kind of messed him up last week. But I mean, you could start them both, but does Lamar throw it back to Mark Andrews after he got in the way of the go-ahead winning touchdown? Adunze is playing this week. That's news.
Adunze is in.
Adunze is in, according to our friend Sean. So yeah, okay, so three players here: Gainwell, Strange, Andrews, Kelce, and Likely. So which two are out, John?
Oh boy. Likely we're gonna ride with and beat up on the Bengals' egos some more. I'm gonna say Gainwell. I'm gonna say yes. He'll be sharing with Warren, but I still think they'll both get involved, and he's got the PPR side. It's between Kelce and Strange. I guess Kansas City's gotta try and get past that I mean, who knows? Everyone thinks they're going to make it just because of the refs, but we'll go Kelsey.
Curtis, what do you think?
I think I'm going likely for sure. Kelsey, probably going to go Gainwell. May not like it, but I'm going to go Gainwell.
Brian?
I'm playing 3 tight ends. I'm definitely playing Andrews likely and probably Kelsey. I'm not too scared off from last week's dud from Kelsey.
No, I mean, this is a game where you have to win, and I think for you to have to win, you're going to likely play Kelsey. I realized what I did there, like halfway through saying it. There was one thing I saw about the Patriots this week, and it's going to be a big one for them. I'm sorry, the Chiefs, not the Patriots. Same team, basically. The Chiefs can be eliminated from the postseason today if they lose to the Chargers, Buffalo beats or ties the Patriots, the Jaguars beat or tie the Jets, and the Texans beat the Cardinals, which I think at least 2 of those things can happen this week. So if the Chiefs lose to the Chargers, they could be eliminated. So I mean, in games where it's an elimination game for them, they tend to ball out. So I would probably lean on Kelsey being a factor today. Brock Purdy or Drake May with the weather concerns. Brock Purdy's got Tennessee and San Francisco, so I'm assuming the weather it's not the concern there, but it's definitely May against Buffalo where the weather is concerning. I would lean Purdy here. For all the reasons that we said about Buffalo not allowing a lot of points, fantasy points to the other positions other than the running back, which does not help Drake May. Purdy has a warm weather game against one of the worst teams in the NFL.
I'm going to speak for Sean and I, and we're going to go Purdy. We might have a little bias there, though.
Yeah, no disagreement there. If we're splitting hairs, both QBs are good. I'll pick the one in the nicer weather.
100%.
Oh, let's see. Charlene, are we just going to start go ahead and send me your login information and we go ahead and pick all your starting lineups. Need 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. 1.25 tight end premium. Jaden Higgins, Sutton, Yoshi Voss, Pearsall, Tesla. We'll start with the 2 wide receivers first. So we've got 5 there. So we have to pick 2 of them. John thinks Pearsall is going to have a big game this week. We think Yoshi Voss might with T. Higgins being out. Curtis, what are you thinking here?
I'm going Sutton and Yosivas.
John, do you agree?
Sutton, when I'm looking over the names here, Sutton is my first yes. Yeah. Tootin, that Tootin could have a decent game today, based on the matchup, but I don't think it's nothing you can't, not in the playoffs. I mean, earlier in the season, I'd say maybe you could see that one, but yeah, Yoshi Voss and Sutton too.
I'm a bit out of left field. I want to play Darren Waller and Mike Gesicki. Kind of a lot.
We're still talking about wide receivers, Brian.
Well, okay. All right. Well, I want to play them anyway. All right.
In the flex position, yeah.
Wide receivers. Sorry,
He didn't like the wide receiver options.
Don't care.
No, actually, unfortunately, no. I mean, I guess I'm playing Sutton because he's the wide receiver one.
Yeah.
I would play.
No, I agree here. Sutton and Yoshi Voss. As far as the 2 flex, I'm definitely going tight ends here. Darnell Washington is a go this week. I did see that. He has cleared concussion protocol. I think today might actually be a Darren Waller game, though.
I did starting in one of my leagues.
Dolphins have. Why can I not find the? Because I'm looking for Dolphins, not Miami. Where's Miami on this list? Who do they play today? Why can I not find them? Oh, they play Pittsburgh Monday night. That's why I can find. I was looking at Sunday games. Oh, it could be a cold weather game.
I ain't scared.
Gesicki and Waller for me. Yeah. And the tight end premium. Anybody else?
I agree with the tight end premium, Waller Gesicki.
This question's for Brian. DFS pick. I can't decide for the life of me. Eagles versus Raiders or Seahawks versus Colts. This one to me is easy. It's the Seahawks.
I am gonna play the Seahawks. I think they're gonna beat the crap out of Phillip Rivers, unfortunately. And for nitpicking, they're $100 cheaper, so that does open up a little bit of flexibility. But they're both very expensive. I think they'll be similar. I do think, Pickett's going to throw a couple of picks to the Eagles, but I do think the Seahawks right now are more in a prime spot to just torch the Colts.
Oh, it's going to be a murder. I'm definitely going Seahawks here, and I hate team defense personally. I am an IDP guy all the way, but if I've got to go out of this list for team defense, I go Seahawks.
Yep. No question.
Yep. In QB League, 2 QB League, Charlene is starting Purdy and Brissett this week and left Kirk Cousins on the bench. Because, you kind of have to. Like,
it's not your fault.
Who expected Kirk Cousins to throw 4 touchdowns? What's up, Brad? We got pick 2 PPR, Chuba, Rodriguez, Spears, Knight, Reed, and Pierce. Start with that first.
I'm going to jump in real quick. We just got a message that Rodriguez is inactive.
Inactive. So not Rodriguez. We are definitely not starting Rodriguez.
Frantically going to my lineups.
Take them all out. Oh, actually, before we get to this question, we just got a bunch. Rashad Bateman is inactive for week 15 with an ankle injury. Parker Washington is active this week. Quentin Johnson is not playing this week. Cedric Tillman is active this week. DeMarcado is active this week. So we've got the list of actives today include Odunze, Parker Washington, DeMarcado, Josh Palmer, Cedric Tillman, Deebo Samuel, and then the people not playing, Chris Rodriguez, Nick Chubb, Quentin Johnson, and Rashad Bateman. So with that being said, Chuba, Spears, Knight, Reed, or Pierce. Since DeMarcado is playing, I don't know that I want to play Bam Knight anymore.
Of this list, Chuba's the first for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I like anybody else on that list. I kind of like Pierce, but we've already talked about how they may not move the ball at all today. So I probably stay away from him when his primary function is to stretch the field. You got to be able to have somebody throw it to you before you can stretch the field.
A lot of passes not hitting the ground in Colts camp right now. So
Maybe.
I don't know how. I don't know if that's 5 to 10 yards on the field or 40 yards on the field, but that's where Pierce excels at, is the 40+ yard balls down the field, or 20+ yards down the field. So I definitely, and I think I'm staying away from Pierce. Obviously, staying away from Rodriguez. I think I'm going Chuba and Reed. Is Reed back? Is he actually back?
Yeah, he's back.
I know he's back, but like, 4 for 4, 31 yards, 9.3 points last week is actually pretty good for first week coming off. Has Denver probably not going up against PS2. So I think I go Reed and Chuba here.
With Watson there, that might help the two of them share at least.
Agreed. Now, Colby Parkinson, who has been a big person this last couple of weeks, or Juwan Johnson for the tight end position.
With Rams playing the Lions, I want to play Colby Parkinson.
Yeah, I agree.
The game has a lot of points.
I agree. Next question is for Curtis or Brian. Who wins the head-to-head matchup in his league? I'm the 3 seed. He's the lowly 6. I have May and Dart. He has Nixon Rogers.
I'm trying to figure out if this is like our trader league or not.
What league are we talking about here, Brian?
This is one of our home leagues, I guarantee you.
But is it your guys' head-to-head matchup? I'm really confused too.
The May and Dart side is going to win.
Yeah.
I just don't know which league this
Yeah.
is.
I need to know.
Well, right now I'm up 20 points on him in that league. So I had Bijan in that league. So it's one of our home leagues. He
Gotcha.
tried to sneak in a silly question on us here.
Paul and Brian will be on here shortly, I think. Maybe we'll see. Next question: Pollard, Monangai, Dowdle, or not Chris Rodriguez? He is out this week. This week in PPR. I think might not. I'm gonna go Monangai. I know we've had a similar question where 2 went Dowdle, 2 went Monangai here. Does anybody think Pollard throws a wrench into that play?
No, we're just hoping on living on last week's results, and let's go on more than just 1 week. So between Monangai and Dowdle, as we've been saying all morning.
I agree. I'm going Monangai for Chase, who may not have heard that earlier. I think Brian, you're going Monangai here.
I am gonna go Kyle Monangai.
And then Curtis and John are going Dowdle. Okay. Last question before John jumps off. I think John is jumping off. Tracy or Singletary or both?
I'm curious to see what other option you would have if it wasn't both.
Yeah, I'm also curious about that too. PS3 family. If I had to choose between he also has Kareem Hunt or Chuba.
I'm probably doing Chuba over one of those two.
Yeah, I'm going Tracy and Chuba.
Is this the same team? Because I'd be going Tracy and Chuba.
Really? You guys like Chuba over the fact that Kareem Hunt is the RB1?
But the Chiefs aren't the Chiefs right now, and I know that my son is listening to this, and he's going to be in a terrible battle this week too. The Chiefs just aren't the Chiefs.
The Chargers.
This is true.
He scored 5 touchdowns in 6 weeks. You know what?
I don't know. He's not exciting, but
he's not exciting, but he's getting
he's scoring points though.
He's getting it done. I mean, Chuba hadn't scored more than 11 points since week 8 until week 13 when he scored 20. But he found the end zone in the receiving game. I think consistency would say Kareem Hunt.
It's the grossest thing ever, but that's just unfortunately playing for floor.
Yeah. Who else had Kyle Pitts in a playoff matchup? I did. Anybody go up against him? Nobody?
Didn't. Yeah. Hey, Brian, I believe, is going to come in here, so
Yep.
I'm going to hop off. But before he does, I want to ask one of my playoff weeks questions here, and I might be looking too far into it, but I have in the flex position, I have Woody Marks and Tet McMillan, and on the bench I have Devin Neal and Jalen Warren. Do any of you gentlemen think I should do anything different?
Yes.
That's so close for me. Justin, you go.
I think you go Devin over Woody. I don't trust Woody enough.
I would. That's not the move I would make. I would keep Woody and play Devin over Tetaroa. I would bench Tetaroa McMillan.
I've been torn all week trying to figure out between those. It's like I don't know. I haven't had any faith in Woody's. I mean, he's getting the ball, he's getting the touches, but when it comes to what's coming out on the scoring, it's like where are these touches showing up, because they aren't showing up in the score.
You want to bench Tet against the Saints?
I do, because I think, we've been talking about all morning about Chuba and Rico, how they could have a pretty big game. And I think
4 touchdowns in 3 weeks. He had 1 reception last week and it was a touchdown. He got 11.3 points with 1 reception last week.
Yeah.
And it's in a dome, so I mean, I'm
not benching Tet, but
I'm not benching Tet. I'm sorry.
I've got a Woody Marks. I mean, I'm right there with you, John, on Woody Marks, but I was sold on starting Breece Hall in a league over Woody. But after hearing everybody crap on the Jets earlier today, I'm thinking, maybe I should be putting Woody in over Brees. So I'm right there with you. I think I leave Woody in though.
Nick Chubb is out. That's why, in my mind, you like have to play Woody.
Then stay the course, I guess. I
think it's close though.
I think the Saints Panthers game could be a high scoring game.
You're not wrong.
And
I worry that's not going
players in
to
that game.
throw his way. But
All right, gentlemen. Well, I thank you. Good luck to everyone out there on this first playoff week, or if you're further in. Good luck to everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you, John. Thanks for hopping
Bye,
on.
John.
We're gonna get Brian, the other. Oh, this is gonna be confusing.
I know. Good luck, host.
All right, Miracle and Rockwood. Here we go. Yeah,
we both
Dirty
got
Dan.
great last names, so
I know it's pretty
we can go by last name too.
A+ name game.
I mean, Brian Rockwood is in our fantasy song. So Brian Rock on a roll. Let's see what we did there. Okay, let's see. Where are we at on the questions here? Yeah,
We just answered Kareem Hunt and Chuba. We're on McPherson versus Pinheiro. Or we're going back up. Okay.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Oh God. Kicker question. McPherson, who the Bengals are at home. Pinheiro. What team is Pinheiro on now? Is he on the 49ers still?
I think he was the he might be 49ers, but I thought it might have been the Bears.
That was, I feel like a
Oh,
long
no.
time ago, but kicker Pinheiro is on the San Francisco 49ers.
Okay.
He used to be on the Bears. Yeah, he's on. Okay, so I think if you're looking at weather, I think Pinheiro is the guy to go here. Now, I have not paid attention to how well they have been playing, and I cannot spell Pinheiro at all. Eddie Pinheiro. Here we go. He sucked last week. 2 for 4 on PATs. Come on, Pinheiro. He's actually been pretty bad.
I think I'm going McPherson.
I think so too. I'm going McPherson, even in the bad weather game.
No thoughts. I would just pick McPherson because I think the game has a higher over
I
under.
think you're on mute, Brian.
No, he's not.
Okay.
No, I could hear you. I think the other Brian is having some audio issues.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm going
Hearing
McPherson.
I heard you.
Oh, I just saw that question.
JCM if Rodriguez misses.
She's in like 30 leagues, by the way. JC,
And we've set
Rodriguez.
all of her rosters of all 30 leagues today.
we have set all of her rosters. Rodriguez is out this week. Do we trust JCM playing?
If you must, sure. It's a good matchup. But he's pretty low on my list.
I don't like it. I would not. I would find literally anyone else. He has not scored more than 5 points since week 9. He hasn't scored more than 6 since he did the 27-point game in week 5. And if we're holding on to his 3 10 double-digit games in weeks 1 through 5, you're not making it to the next round. So let's find you somebody else. Give us some other options. PS3 family. Okay, Brock Purdy or Lamar Jackson. When he gets Pitts, so he needs to get this right.
Anyone else can go first.
I'd go Lamar if you gotta get it right.
I think Lamar has a better chance of putting up some bigger points. I think
Trey Hendrickson is out for the season. I believe I saw Shamar Stewart is also out this week as well. Gotta go Lamar.
Yeah. I think he had a pretty good game last week too. So Lamar Jackson across the
I
board.
think you have to go Lamar. Why are we starting Gardner Minshew? Did I miss something on Mahomes or?
I would pick the player who's playing.
Yes.
I'd play
Sure,
Shedeur. I can only imagine this is a super flex, true third, like just chaos type of league where you just ran out of QBs to play.
Has to be. Rank these in order: half PPR. Kelsey, Schultz, Gadsden, Theo, and Gasecki. You know, Brian, do you want to? Miracle, do you want to start? Dan, do you want to start on this one?
Yeah. In order, okay. Probably Gesicki without Higgins. Then I'd probably go Schultz, Gatson, Kelsey, Theo.
Ooh, I agree with you, Gesicki. I think it's the clear first number one. I think I might go like Gesicki, Kelsey, Theo, Gadsden, Schultz. Gadsden, as much as I love, he's just not like trying to guess on this Chargers offense is a nightmare. Quentin Johnston is out, but that kind of just means more lad to me. Yeah, I think that's I'm gonna lock in that answer.
Yeah, I think Gadsden's my 5. I think it's Gesicki, Kelsey, Schultz, Theo, Gadsden.
I think I agree with you in your order there.
It's probably a good call.
I do want to go back on one of our questions here. I think the Gardner Minshew was supposed to be Jacoby Brissett and not Minshew in that previous question that we had.
You think so?
I received some insider information. Yes.
Yeah. So should I start Jacoby Brissett or Shedeur Sanders? I think Brissett against Houston. That's tough. And then the Browns got Chicago. In Chicago, who has a -7.5 this today. Jacoby has proven that it doesn't matter how many losses they get. He still has a floor of 18 points, regardless. I don't know that Shedeur quite has a floor of 18 points. I would actually probably go with Jacoby Brissett.
I would as well. I wouldn't let one monster game.
4-point game. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't let that I'd just go with Brissett.
Agreed. PPR flex, Myers, Marks, Hampton, or Tracy. Let's go with Miracle.
Going Hampton. I think second game back, he's going to be a lot more featured, and he was still pretty solid last week despite easing in and splitting the time.
Anybody else agree?
I'm sorry, I was reading in the chat. What was your answer again? All right, Justin. What?
Hampton. Hampton was the answer.
Okay.
We got some technical difficulties on our side where the two Brians can't hear each other, or one Brian can't hear the other Brian.
Somehow, some way, they're
weird.
StreamYard has decided we're not letting the Bryans communicate. It's too much. It's too powerful. I would lean towards Hampton and then Woody Marks if you have any concern.
Yeah. Another kicker question: McPherson or Bates? Bates, the Lions kicker. I think I'm going Bates also against the Rams. Indoors.
It's Bates.
Yeah. Start 3 wide receivers, PPR, McMillan, Wandale. I hate that Justin Jefferson is in a start sit question this late in the season. DK Metcalf or Jacoby Myers. Let's start with Brian Rockwood.
Good.
Since we know
the tough thing is they're all pretty close, which is so wild to me still.
Imagine Wandale, Jacoby Myers, and Justin Jefferson being that close in week 15.
I can't. I simply can't. And yet we're here staring at it. And I'm just buying myself time to think about how I can convince myself to not play Jetters because he's been tragically bad. And I don't understand why. So for me, if it's full PPR, it's probably Wandale first. Then it's probably Metcalf and McMillan. Ugh. God. But
So
I think
okay.
that's it.
So Rockwood says Wandell Robinson, DK Metcalf, Ted McMillan.
I'm right there with you. I like those three.
Miracle, do you agree? No Jets and no Myers.
I'm starting Justin Jefferson. It's the fantasy playoffs. I'm gonna hope. I just can't bench him considering the other options in the fantasy playoffs. I probably regret it, but I just feel like the week you bench him in the fantasy playoffs for, Wandell or Ted, you're gonna wind up getting bounced. If you're in the fantasy playoffs and you got Justin Jefferson, probably worth starting him.
If this was any other defense in the league, I think I would have some concerns, but we're talking about Justin Jefferson against the Dallas Cowboys, who allows the most points to the wide receiver position. Jacoby Myers, since going to Jacksonville, has been low-key elite. Has not scored less than the last 3 weeks. His lowest points per game was last week in a rainy game against the Indianapolis Colts, and that was 14.8. I think I'm starting Justin Jefferson, Jacoby Myers, and Ted McMillan.
I concur.
We need to jump back a little bit here.
It's really gross, though. Where are we jumping back to? I missed it.
Goddard or Colby Parkinson.
Oh, and he played Pitts. Yeah, likely. Goddard shouldn't be rostered.
Huh?
I said a couple weeks ago, Dallas Goddard should not be rostered. Yeah, okay, so we got 19.8 last week.
Whatever.
What did you do 4 weeks before that? I didn't realize he got 19.8 last week, actually, because I have dropped him in all my leagues. So
I'm
3
sure.
weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
No,
I'm still going Isaiah Likely here.
And then Bill or Aaron Jones Sr.
Aaron Jones Sr. I don't even know how his shoulder's holding up, but I'm going Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. It's not even close.
7.6 points is still more than which is what Aaron Jones scored last week, is still more points than what JCM's going to score
in the last 3 weeks.
Total. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we caught back up, right? Okay. Charlene does not like making decisions for herself. That is accurate as her Tuesday co-host. Wandale, Metcalf, or Myers?
I think that was answering the other question.
Oh, yep, it was. I suck at those guys.
We got you.
Running backs, Tracy, Hunt, Hubbard, Singletary, JCM. He can start too. Okay, so we got more context of the question here.
Got it.
Not JCM.
Uh-uh.
I think I'm going Tracy and Hunt.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Hunt, because again, he is going to be more consistent than what Hubbard may or might not get you. If we're thinking maybe it is a Rico and a Hubbard game, maybe it's a Rico game, maybe it's a Hubbard game, but I'm not flipping that coin this week. I'll take the easy 9 to 10 points from Hunt. It sucks, but I'd rather flip that coin than rely on Hubbard and he scored 7.
Yeah, I really don't understand what the Curtis's hate for Hunt is. Hunt's been solid.
So Hunt lives in the realm of do not watch the game. Do not watch the Chiefs play the game. They will make you sad, but Hunt will just like tumble into the end zone and then score.
I'm not sad about the Chiefs, how they're playing. I love it.
I mean,
I'm not mad about it either.
I agree.
The best Chiefs ball I've ever seen in my life. Great.
Yes.
I hate watch the Chiefs every week.
Sorry, Andrew. I made sure that we went back and got it.
Yeah, my bad, Andrew. That's me. Need help with one of my running back spots and 2 flex spots in full PPR. Devin Neal. Jordan, don't you love when you go to the next line, you're just, oh, God. Addison, Dowdle, Hall, Kenneth Walker, or McConkey. Need help with one of my running back spots. So first, let's start with the running backs. Devin Neal, Rico Dowdle, Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker. Needs 1. Miracle, let's start with you.
I think I'm going probably Rico Dowdle. The matchup's good.
Okay. Anybody else on the running back position? Neal, Dowdle, or Hall, or Walker?
I think I'm going crazy because I'm so out. I don't mean to be out on the Panthers running backs, but I guess I am because I want to make sure I get Devin Neal in my roster for sure. So that would be my running back I'm playing. The flex spot, I don't know. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, we can go right into the 2 flex spots because I mean, there's nothing that says you can only start one running back. The flex spots, I think, if you have Lad McConkey with QJ out, I think that's going to be a big bonus there for him. It looks like we might have lost Miracle, but I think we go McConkey here, and I guess Dowdle, McConkey, Dowdle, Neal. Does that sound legitimate?
Yeah, Curtis, you can follow up on that one because I don't know.
I mean, I was all about starting Brees in a couple of my leagues today, and then I got into this show, and I'm like, I think I might be going nuts. So I'd probably said him after our discussions. So I'd go Neal and Dowdle and McConkey.
Yeah. Cody also has Christian Watson, and that is to follow up with this question of McMillan, Wandale, Justin Jefferson, Metcalf, and Myers. Oh, God, now we got to add more to this mess.
It changes everything.
It absolutely does.
It really does. So now I'm going Justin Jefferson, Myers, and Christian Watson.
I can hear everybody again, by the way, so that's nice.
Oh, right. Good. See, you just
yeah.
So is Watson hitting that lineup? And if so, who are we taking out?
I want to keep Wandale in because it's full PPR.
Yeah, I mean, I think Wandale is a for sure for me. I think Christian Watson's a for sure for me. I'm honest to goodness torn between Jefferson, Myers, and McMillan. Metcalf, I can throw him to the side, but that last one comes down to those 3 for me.
I think Metcalf is the first out in this list. So if
Absolutely.
we're talking about players that we're out on, Metcalf is the first of the 6 out, and we need 3. So we need 2 more out. I get Wandale being the PPR matchup here, especially against the Commanders. It's tough. I still think Jacoby Myers is a starter.
Yeah. Watson, Myers, and Jefferson for me.
I agree on that side. And I get why people wouldn't want to start Jefferson, but imagine saying week 15, we're in the playoffs. I did not start Justin Jefferson, and he puts up 30 points against the Dallas Cowboys.
I just want to point out that if you've got to be Vikings management right now, you have to really be questioning everything because you walked away from Darnold and
Daniel Jones.
Yes. And stuck with McCarthy. Wow.
Hey, those Michigan guys have a way of pulling the wool over people's eyes.
Oh man.
Hey, the Hoosiers beat your Buckeyes. So
speaking of Michigan guys, how was the Big Ten championship, Brian?
It was wonderful. We talked about this. Yeah. I was very happy.
Just want to make sure you're still.
I'm thrilled. Give me a pissed off Ohio State team for the playoffs. That's what works. I really think Ryan Day wanted them to lose. If you watch some of them play calls,
Mendoza being the first IU Heisman. Also, I don't think it should have been. I think it should have been Jeremiah Love. But back to this question. I'm going Myers, Justin Jefferson, Christian Watson. I think Miracle said the same. Rockwood and Curtis, I think you guys are different on this one, though, right?
I'm now sold on Justin Jefferson. I know he's playing Cowboys. It's been bad. I'll just play him anyway. Whatever, go down with the ship. I do want Wandale in my lineup, and then I want Christian Watson. So I think Wandale's the only one that's a little different.
I'm probably with Rockwood after the discussion. Jefferson, Wandale, and Watson.
Are you guys ready for Justin Jefferson to get 3 points this week? And we all look.
I mean,
unfortunately, it's my only other option. C-Rod is out. So
I have Justin Jefferson in a playoff matchup against Curtis, so he needs to really show up this week. He's due.
I need him to suck.
He's done that already.
How about Jaguars or Texans defense? The Texans have Arizona, and the Jaguars have got
the Jets.
I'm going the
Jaguars.
Jaguars here.
And I'm almost set Brees Hall. I'm going Jaguars.
I need to go back up to a question here because I'm getting text messages about being upset that he didn't get an answer. Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens.
We said this one. We said it's Frank Gore. It's a half point per carry.
Yes, we said Frank Gore and laughed.
Frank Gore, Sean.
He put it in there because of his Frank Gore love. He wanted us to have to pick Frank Gore over Jerry Rice and Trio.
He hops into my show's channel, gets in the comment section, and gives us this nonsense. Come on.
Should we flex Bill over Harold Fannin and PPR with Chris Rodriguez out?
No.
David Njoku also out. So this is a Harold Fannin game all day. Harold.
Get him in your lineups, people.
Yeah.
I think what I've noticed on the questions today, though, people really want Bill to be the man, even though he hasn't been.
He's not. Guys,
there's so many people. Should I start him? Is it finally time? No,
I want Bill to be the man. We have
to stop making Bill a thing. Like, we have to stop trying to make him a thing.
It's more fun.
You're pink.
It's fun to root for a dude named Bill.
Yeah.
Is B-Rob even worth stashing in case CMC destroys his back?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. One of the best moves I saw was I didn't realize he was on the waiver wire in 2 leagues, and he got picked up in 2 leagues this morning. I mean, how is he still out there? Wow. So.
Need my Brian Miracle comeback after playing. It did not say. Need my Miracle comeback after playing in versus Pitts in 2 leagues. Sorry. Darts. Knicks. Oh. Yep.
That is definitely autocorrect.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck. Knicks. Start 2. Spears. Tracy. Corn. Okay, so let's start with the quarterbacks and then pick 2. Dart. Chuck.
I think for me, Dart and Knicks.
I go Dart Knicks.
I do know Chuck's obviously got a great matchup and has looked good, but who are you benching? Are you benching Dart or Knicks? I don't think you are.
And then pick 1: Spears, Tracy, or Corum.
Corum.
Ooh, I was gonna pick Tracy.
I was gonna pick Tracy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tracy also. He is the RB1 for the Giants. They got the Commanders, and the Commanders suck at football.
I wanted it to be different. I just wanted to be different.
I also love. I love the Blake Corum energy right now because he is torching defenses when he gets the opportunity, and he's getting a lot more work. Against the Lions, though, I am scared, and in a playoff, I'll be a little worried to play the backup running back in that matchup.
Yeah, the Rams do need to get this win. I think if the Rams pull away on the Lions for some reason early, I could see Corum getting a lot more of the workload as we try to rest Kyron heading into the playoffs. But I don't think it's going to be nearly as close, which leads me towards Tyrone Tracy. Playoff question: who for my QB1? I got Brissett. The waivers have Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, or Caleb Williams.
I would go with Brissett.
I think I stay with Brissett too. I mean,
he's so consistently good.
It's hard.
You said earlier, his floor is 18 points, no matter what.
Yep.
I think I go Brissett.
I have Brissett in my top 10 in fantasy rankings this week.
Yeah, it's Brissett or Lawrence for me, and I feel like you just got to keep riding the tandem that is the Brissett Wilson, just miracle run.
Yeah.
Was it Linsanity run? That's what's going on here.
Bill is an industry plant. Yes, correct. Need a wide receiver 2 and 3 in a flex, tight end spot, and a RB2. Okay, we need the end. All right, we got a Charlene question here, but not from Charlene. Okay, so we got Devonta Adams at wide receiver 1. We need a wide receiver 2 and 3. We got Addison, Samuel, Jacoby Myers, Quentin Johnson, who's out, Booty, DK, Higgins, Slayton. Okay, so pick 2 here. I got Jacoby.
Yeah.
Easy.
Jacoby right there for sure.
And Debo.
I want Booty in this game.
in the snow game.
Yeah.
In the snow game.
Yeah. I think that's wrong, to be honest with you. That's a little more homerism from me. Booty just finds the end zone, but the answer is Jacoby Myers and probably
DK.
Debo, but
I kind of like
Darius
DK
Slayton
here.
should have a good game too.
I want to go DK here. Mind you, it's going to be a warmer game. I know that Debo's got the Giants fine, but we're looking at, they got a tough defense. Like the 49ers are good. The Titans suck. Let's look at DK against some of the better teams in the NFL. New England put up 17 points. Indy put up 17 points. Seattle put up 21 points. Last week against Cleveland, he put up almost 14 points. He does well against hard teams. The Titans do compete. I think DK is the wide receiver one there. I'm going Jacoby Myers and DK.
Debo is Bill, guys. He's better than Bill. So, and he also plays wide receiver.
I dig it.
So tight end spot, we have
Kittle and Likely.
Okay, there you go. Kittle or Likely, yeah. So we got Kittle against the Tennessee Titans and Likely against the Bengals.
Man, can you go wrong with either one?
Yeah. You can go wrong with Likely. He's not as consistent.
Maybe he's one of the flex folks we talk about. Maybe start.
I'm starting Kittle. I don't want to bench Kittle in the playoffs. That's even Tennessee at home. Like, this is going to be big. The 49ers need to win. Now let's think about the RB2. Charbonnet, Henderson, Emmanuel Wilson, Josh Jacobs. Josh, are we a full go on Josh? I didn't see him. Oh, he plays tonight, doesn't he?
I think they play later. Yeah.
I mean,
he's expected to play in week 15. And Emmanuel Wilson is out, I believe.
Oh,
I saw.
He has an illness.
Questionable. He is a game time decision.
I think I go Trevion because we know he's playing. It's a snow game. They're gonna probably try to run the ball more. I think just the uncertainty with Jacobs playing later, you can't take that risk in the fantasy playoffs. You got to go with the safer.
I would agree.
This is what you do with flex positions, especially with injuries. Is that I agree. Put in Trevion Henderson there. I would put Josh Jacobs in my flex, expecting that if he misses time, now we are looking at. We don't have them play later. Do we have any 425 games? Kittle plays at 425.
But we're gonna put him in that tight end spot.
But if we thought about maybe putting Likely in the flex spot, we put Likely in the tight end position.
Yep.
So that if Josh Jacobs does miss, we can sub in Kittle instead.
I think that's the play. I think worst case you're benching Kittle. Best case you got Jacobs if he plays, and you got Trevion's a solid anyway. So I think I can get down with that.
Yeah, I like that.
Juan, I said Jacoby and DK, but I think the other option was Debo. And then we have Henderson at your running back position. We have Likely in your tight end position. Then flex is Josh Jacobs or George Kittle, depending on who is actually playing at 425. That's the thing that a lot of people forget about is, we have those later games for the flex position. We can sub them out. Flex, Kenneth Walker or Rico Dowdle. This might actually be the last question of the day here. This is also the ugliest question of the day, and we are definitely finishing it here. Oh, God.
I think Rico Dowdle's the better play, but I want Kenneth Walker because I have him.
I think Rico.
Are you playing him against me too?
No, I got him in two other playoff matchups though.
I think I'm going Rico.
But I am playing Rico against you.
Colts allow the 20th most points to the running back position, which is not great for the other running backs. Rico's got the Saints.
I guess it's Rico.
15th. Yeah, I guess Rico.
I want to play Ken Walker, but I don't think he'll let me.
Who won't let you?
Ken Walker. His ability to not score fantasy points is not letting me play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then as we finish this out real quick, I want to do a couple game picks here down the line here. Let's talk about this Buffalo New England game. Let's start with Brian Rockwood. Who do you got, Buffalo or New England?
Patriots win at home and they clinch the division. They are somehow 1.5 point underdogs at home. This is pretty nuts, and to me, that is overhyping the Bills' win over the Bengals. I don't think the game goes as people will think, and this is going to be the Patriots kind of start to finish.
Curtis, who do you think, Patriots or Buffalo? Bills?
I think I like New England here, and it pains me to say that. I think I go New England.
Miracle.
The Vegas rule of thumb is 3 points for home, so that really means that Vegas likes them by 1.5. Just so you know, I would say Buffalo. I'm taking Josh Allen. Snow game. That they are the better running team. I think it's Buffalo.
Next game, I want to talk about Baltimore at Cincinnati.
Did you make a pick?
Patriots. Baltimore at Cincinnati. Basically, the loser is eliminated from the playoff contention. I'm going Cincinnati Bengals.
I think I am too.
I don't know why. I just think the Bengals will win. They should have won last week. Just an uncharacteristic turn of events. Back-to-back pick. So I think Bengals take this one.
This is fun. I'm going to go the Ravens.
And then let's go to the 425 matchups because this is the big one here. Seattle minus 14 against Philip Rivers' Indianapolis Colts.
So we get the points, right?
We're not playing money line here. We're playing the spread.
Yeah, I think it's more than 14.
Right now it is 14 points.
I'm saying I don't think I might start betting at 14.
So you're saying Seattle, okay?
Oh yeah, I'm saying Seattle, and I hate to do that. I'm just
googling the backup for Seattle because we might see some Drew Lock today, but nah, I think this is
Jalen Milroe.
It's usually Drew Lock, unfortunately.
Okay.
Milroe's usually active to do some shenanigans, but yeah, no, I think it's going to be Seattle for $1 million. We do have some other questions once we're done with this. A couple more coming in here.
I do have one more game actually that is important.
Hold on. Justin, did you take Seattle or?
I'm taking Seattle's 14 points. Yes.
Let's do it again, guys. The Colts will lose, but be within 14.
Okay. Los Angeles at Kansas City. If Kansas City loses, the Patriots, the Bills win, and two other games, the Patriots could be eliminated from the playoffs today.
You mean the Chiefs?
Chargers.
Yes, Chiefs.
Sorry, Chiefs.
You said the
I did it again.
I did it again.
Same team. Chargers or Chiefs. Who do you guys got? I'm taking. I think the Chiefs win this game.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
I'm going to take the Chargers. You know what? Broken hand Herbert. I don't care. Give me Hampton. Give me Vidal.
I will say I hope the Chargers do win, but I think it's in Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chiefs as well.
I'm going to take the 12 players on the field that wear red.
There you go.
Full PPR. I have Henry and Javonte as my running backs. Terry, Nico as my wide receivers. I need a flex. Watson, Jefferson. Oh my God, did we just get the same question? Christian Watson, Justin Jefferson, Wan'Dale Robinson, RJ Harvey, or Cortland Sutton.
I mean, first of all, let's bench Terry. Then you do Watson and Jefferson.
I don't know.
I think I go. I agree with Bench and Terry. I think I go Watson, and in full PPR. I think I go Wendell. Now I know Justin Jefferson that's been the hot commodity of the topic of today, but I mean that volume for Wendell is just insane.
I don't want to do this.
And Brian logged out and quits
I will simply queue up someone else instead. So I just end this one. No, I mean, your brain wants to say Jefferson and Collins, right? They're both first and second round picks that you picked in the beginning of the year, right? Just throw them out there. The season has decided that's not how that's going to work. So now you're stuck between trying to play Christian Watson, who scored in the thing in the last like at least a touchdown in the last couple of games here. Wandel, who's just getting 10 catches a game, and then RJ Harvey should not be ignored. Like
Christian Watson has 5 touchdowns in the last 4 weeks.
Like that's exactly who they want him to be. Now, do you think the Broncos and Packers game is going to be a barn burner? Probably not, which makes RJ Harvey also a little bit scary, and Sutton a little scary. So maybe you want to lean towards the games that should have a high over/under and the defenses are bad. So like that's where we would start looking at Justin Jefferson. That's why we're playing Terry McLaurin to start, right? Like,
right.
So I don't know. I'm probably gonna go Terry, Nico, and Jefferson here.
And the final question of the episode here, full PPR, Tet, Olave, or Terry McLaurin?
If Olave's healthy, we're playing Chris Olave.
I was gonna say Olave for me.
Olave.
I agree. And that's the show, guy. Evan McPherson or Boswell is Boswell indoors.
I thought we were done.
Boswell's still Pitt, right? Is he hurt?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
He's
Yeah.
healthy.
Okay.
Steelers play at home Monday Night Football. I'm sorry. I gotta go with McPherson. I cannot wait until Monday night to see if my kicker scores enough points to either eliminate me or not. So, for all those of you left over underdog new customers, get $5 or get $75 when you play $5 in bonus funds using the code FN Plus. Link is in the bio. You can just click on that, or you can just sign up on Underdog today and use the code. Get $75 in bonus funds by playing $5. It's fun, guys. Just do it. I think everybody in here uses it. And it's been pretty good. And you usually can get all of our plays on our website, fantasynowplus.com. But until tomorrow, when Josh comes back at noon to talk about everything that happened today, all the things that we got wrong or right today, and then waivers on Tuesday, starts it, and rankings on Wednesday, DFS on Friday.
Probably Friday.
Probably Friday night. Change. And then we'll be back here on Sunday. So. Good luck in your matchups. Hopefully you all get to week 2 of the NFL playoffs. Get your lineup set before games start. And until next time, we will see you later.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.